Howdy. Said it's 2 hours, now it's 3 hours. What? What are you talking about, FBN? Okay, so I am deciding. Whoops, what is it? So there it is. My bad. I have been deciding what to do to fix a problem that I run into with these beacons and these beacon arrays. Oh, I didn't post in Discord. Whoops. These beacon arrays are basically they get stuck. Like it just sort of half of this will be loaded and the other half won't be, so it like won't fire. So I figured that if I put a copper bulb here that forcibly, you know, loads or powers the whole thing, it should work. At least that's the going idea. So I'm having to retool all of these, which is not super difficult. Yeah, see, when it's all powered like that, bam. So the idea is I will be able to send a signal down here. And it will pulse through here. Although, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter necessarily. Also, I wanted to punch out all this. I gotta kind of... I want to leave all this open just because it might be useful to have it be open, since all these slabs aren't really going to be of any long-term benefit. Well, actually, maybe I should just make the whole square selection and then use the fill command. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So, how have you all been? I'm still building on Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, I have a game that I want to do, man. It's not like Minecraft has been completely replaced. If Hytale will be the Minecraft killer, then that will be entirely because Mojang does not keep up with Hytale. And Hytale's getting an update this week, by the way. Another one. So, like... Ooh. Oh, whoops. I got that completely wrong. Oh, well. But yeah, it's just kind of the circumstances of things. Hytale is very rough around the edges, but, like, it's shockingly complete. And the new Terraria update comes out in a week as well. I want to play that. So, like, no matter how you look at it, you know, these games don't necessarily 100% replace one another. They're just crazy good. I think Terraria has sort of begun to reach whatever the last... whatever it will become, you know, whatever the last update will be. Like, I think Terraria is reaching its final form, is what I'm getting at. There we go. Yeah, I realized that I want to have a different system for lighting these up. Oh, there we go. So yeah, what this does is you step here. You step through here, That activates this sensor that's listening for a player walking. That sends a power through this circuit and elongates it for a while. And then updates this, slams this shut so that it can't get a second pulse. And then meanwhile, this this section here, we'll stack that 50 times and see where that gets us. This section here ends up way down here. Oh no. There we go. Okay, I think that'll work. Now then, so that powers this. So that should theoretically get it there. Although, no, never mind. That's still going to be... Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do it that way. I was going to originally have it be a pulse. Oh shit, wait. This also doesn't work. There we go. It's 3, 6, 9. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that powers all of this. So what I want is, I want a holding pulse to intentionally keep these closed or not. Mostly because I like the idea of being able to control these beacons in a chunk loading way. Like the chunk loading will not be a problem. Yeah, it's already getting updates. I know. It's already had one update. It had an update last week. Hey, Cody. Game you're making Minecraft is better than Hytale. I mean, Hytale just doesn't have a logic system yet. Like, give it time. That will change. I'm just not sure what hot logic system it'll have exactly. We've been told that it'll be like create mod. And I know that's good, so I don't know. I'm not worried about it. I would like it sooner rather than later, but I get that it's not, that's not an easy demand to make, right? This system probably isn't even really roughly prototyped. I will say that a lot of the things Hytale has added in the last week and a half, or well, sorry, week. It's only been out a week. Holy shit. Yeah, it's been exactly 1 week. A lot of these things were basically on the cusp of being finished. You know what I mean? So we were already basically, the deadline for it being time to push the game, that was just kind of already there, And so these were things that could easily be filled and done, son of a bitch, wrong one, without breaking the bank. And I imagine the next several updates are probably like that. Things that were on the cusp of being done, but just couldn't make it in time for the update's launch date. But we're still basically ready to be shipped and, okayed. Like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were not in the game on launch, but were in the game like 4 days later. Things of that nature are just, Yeah, Hytale's still early access, exactly. Things of this nature are just going to be a little spotty at times. The one thing that I'm continually annoyed with is the item moving system, where if you move an item in your inventory, it feels stiff and clunky. That's like the one thing that I'm not happy with. Yes, perfect. I knew there was a good use for the copper bulb. It's just a damn shame we didn't have these in Escape the Jackrooms 1. Ah, well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I believe it has to be right here. Yeah. Got this down to a science. So if it receives one blip, it turns off the beacons. And if it receives a second blip, it turns them all back on. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, I just suddenly realized a problem. Shit. This turns off all the beacons. Oh my god, I'm gonna need a controller for every beacon. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna need a, Ooh. Maybe I can get rid of haste and strength. I mean, I did want the beacons there for haste, if nothing else. Ugh. Because, see, what this will do is this will shut off the beacons, like this. Which is great for starting the game. But then I have no way to control them individually. I mean, I could... Okay. I'm gonna need to invent an entirely new system on the fly. We'll use this beacon as a demonstration. Okay, so I'm gonna need several on one beacon. Okay, I think that's doable. So what is where? I'm gonna use this as like a template and then just copy paste. Oh my god, I'm hitting the F key to try and interact with the beacon. I'm hightail brained, guys. Oh lordy. I don't really like Hightail's building stuff, like roof blocks looks tacky. I love that it's exotic looking. I realize it's different, right? And that may be a bit of a turnoff for some people. Jump boost. Speed. Resistance. Strength. Okay. So they're on the opposite sides of the beacon. Fuck, that's annoying. We're gonna have to change that. Oh, well, you were demoted. All right, you can be jump boost. Okay, jump boost 2, regen 2. Wait, that's jump boost as well. Shit. I think it was speed. There we go. Yeah, haste. Jump boost. Whoops. Regen. Speed. Nothing yet. We'll make this strength. Oh, hey, universe, and welcome. Haste. Strength. So these two are useless, so they're not gonna be used for the game's mechanics. Regen. Speed. Wait, what am I missing? Resistance, right? Yeah, regen, speed, jump boost. Yeah, this has to be resistance. Okay. I don't think we can do this. Instead... Oh, wait. Okay, so these back two. I need... Okay, so these back two do not need anything more than that. Copper bulb there. Bam. Okay, so anytime this gets a power impulse of any kind, it goes off. I guess for the sake of the game, or for the sake of after the game, that's fine. Okay. So I'm going to need to make a controller for every single one. I guess we won't need to readjust them. I think that's fine. There we go. Bam. Okay, so when the game turns on, haste and strength will disable permanently because I'm not using them in the game's systems. So that means I should probably label, because like that's just smart, right? I should probably label what's what. Fuck. Where? Oh, I'll label the glass. That's perfect. Yeah. Okay. Hey, strength. Strength 2. That's fucking my fingers. My fingers are retarded, guys. Okay, strength 2. This is haste 2. All right. Not useful in the slightest. This is regen. Regeneration 2. Or, well, can that fit on? Oh, it can. Okay. I prefer to put those on the same line. No. Speed 2. Okay. Okay. So what I wanted to do was put in a more sophisticated controlling mechanism that wouldn't get shut down by chunk loading problems. This is resist. And then that makes this jump boost. There we go. The sophisticated mechanism will better control who gets how much or who gets how much for how long, basically. It will help me to make it make sense, I guess, is a better way to put it. Kind of wish. Oh. Ugh. See, I can do that, but I can't do that. Because if any one of these happens, then they control both. I mean, I could try. I don't know. I could put in additional. You know what? Let's just make this easier on myself. I'm just overthinking this. I just need to be simple about it. Yeah, that'll work. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay, good. Bam, bam. I don't have a way to just... Yeah, there's no way to route that downward, is there? It's like, even if I did that and it would connect up, it would still not. Still would not be good. Let's use these. Oh! I'm stupid. Baka this. Oh. There we go. Yeah. There. Now, that's individual control over this, and as this entire line will get power, as this arm receives power, it will shut off all the beacon bits, but now I can individually control which one I want being able to fire. So this gives me a better level of control over what will do what in-game. So if I want to give the player... what is this? Resistance 2? I can do that. Or rather, so all of these would be active. Bam. So now all of these are inactive. And so what I would do is just fire that to clear that out. And so now I'm giving the player only resistance 2. And if I want to be extra... I don't know, extra mean about it, I can put a piston down here. So I guess like right here? Yeah. So I could feed in a line here. So let's say this power only gives the player resistance 1. That would not be lit. Okay, so the game turned on. This is unaffected, so... this would allow me to do that, which would simultaneously turn off this piston, enabling the beacon, but now it's only resistance 1. Oh my god, my fucking typing. Hi. And it would simultaneously, you know, lessen the power. And so I could knock, we'll see, now that disables the whole thing. Something like that. Oh, what? Fuck, she left. Oh well. Anyway, and so I could like selectively decide to just power this piston or something, or repower the piston. I know if I do that again, that's going to do it this way. So I'd have to be careful and power it like this. And so then I can selectively power the piston, which then bolsters the power level to 2. You know, and maybe make that an intermittent thing. Like it'll be resist 2 until this runs down, and then it'll revert back to resistance 1. Like, for those of you who remember Escape the Jackrooms 1, it was, it had a lightning power thing. Yeah, there's resistance. And the lightning powers were often like souped up versions of the cards that I was the cards that I was making. So like I could do something like that while simultaneously giving giving these a lot of power. So yeah, I think that works well. Or well, I'm going to keep... Yeah, I'm going to keep the buttons here. I'm going to make them black stone buttons, just because I like that. This way, I am able to... Yeah, I'm able to keep everything reasonably in line. Yeah, right there too. Oh! Let me go ahead and scrub these. Oh god. There we are. I didn't even realize I could get under a piston arm like that. Bam, bam. Bam. Perfect. Now they should all function relatively well. Second position there. And then I can sort out how many I have to worry about. Okay, so that should give me the greater level of control that I seek over every piston. Or every piston array. Okay. Yeah. They should all be turned off. Anyway, sorry, I haven't been reading chat. Already better than Minecraft? What is Hightail? I wouldn't say it's better than Minecraft. I would say it's a very strong contender for Minecraft's title. We shall see. I think it has real potential to upstage Minecraft. I really do. Anyway, also, Jai, I was watching Fast Vincent's video, and an iTristan video was involving me talking about Ormonger. Can you get more specific and tell why he was hated and shit on by the community? He was a lol cow. That's why. He basically made himself a target by overreacting. When you react to people trolling you, you basically give them ammunition to continue trolling you. That was what he did. He was being trolled because everybody will be trolled at some point. You know, that's just part of 2B2T. And he chose to react instead of shutting the fuck up and not reacting. And it came back to bite him on the ass because a bunch of people started just going after him. And they would never stop. And until he learns to shut the fuck up and not react to people who are clearly trying to fuck with him, like, I don't know what to tell you there. There's no helping someone like that who won't, help themselves. It's really sad. We trolled Ormonger because he had this aura of self-importance about him, and he did not like the fact that the regular server was more racist than he was used to. 2B2T was just not for him, if you can believe that. And I get it, people are more conscious about racism and stuff today. But you got to understand, a lot of this was just people fucking around and having fun on the internet with no real deeper meaning or thought to it. And Ormonger took it too seriously. And that led to people trolling him. And then, well, all bets were off. To my knowledge, they still troll him to this day. Because he's too much of a retard to stop reacting. Maybe he's calmed down a little, I don't know. It's a damn shame, really. But hey, you do that sort of thing. You make a bed and you have to lie in it. I don't know what else to say. I don't really have that much pity for him. Not anymore. I used to pity him a lot more. Oh. Wait, is this gonna... No, this isn't gonna reach at all. Let's get some levers and see how far this will... I like doing this visually to just sort of see if it's reaching the end. Since I'm pasting bits of track on here. That's a failure point. Bingo. Fixed. Yeah, that would be a massive failure point. Pasting in track is a bad idea. Aha, yeah, 2. Bam. I'm so glad Railstone is so tileable and like long-term useful. Try getting tied with LeJerv and Jared. Talked to Jared once. They were fucking annihilating him. It was hilarious. Yeah. I mean, that's how it goes, you know? Shit. Nope. There we go. I mean, I feel like at this point I should just scoot the damn thing forward. 3, 6, 9. So like right here. There we go. That solves that issue. I do kind of want there to be a control on every line. Yeah, that definitely works. Nope. That cut everything you did. Anyway, do you think the same people who troll people outside... Do you think the same for people who troll outside of 2B? Trolling outside of 2B is a different subject. I feel like if you're going to troll, there are some boundaries you should try to not cross. But the problem is that there are people out there who don't care, you know? They have no love for their fellow man. They don't care about the real world or about consequences. Like, some of it is, I don't know if it's like, if it's form of nihilism, maybe, if it's some sort of deeper rooted issue. I know in the case of people like Jared, it's because they had bad home lives growing up, and so they can't envision being nice to others. It's very difficult for them. I don't know, it's just one of those odd things. It just... Some people are just never going to be happy. And they inflict that on others. Some people are out to just mess with others because it's amusing. And it is. I've trolled before. Like, I know how it is. I just feel like you should rein yourself in. Don't go too crazy on some people. Some people don't deserve it. That's the other thing. You make the world a shittier place, and, well, it just doesn't work. I mean, it works for you, but, you know, it's a little bit of a prisoner's dilemma in that regard. Oh, shit. Wait, I've got to selectively power these. I want these all on the same Want these all open. We'll worry about the left side here in a minute. Perfect. I don't know. I feel like trolling is one of those things that has to be done in moderation. Otherwise, you're just making the world a worse place. Oh. Like, when you're young, you don't see it that way. You don't care. You're just out for yourself because you're young. But I don't know. I've gotten softer as I've gotten older. That's very normal. Most people soften up as they get older. There we are. Okay, I am supremely happy with this. If there was a way to, like... I mean, there is a way. I should just do it, but... I kind of want to just start here. And I may just... like, just start right here. And then... get the farmost edge back here. Like right here, maybe? Yeah, right there. Bam. Copy, and then flip this bad boy. Bam. Wait. Shit, I can't do that. Things will be in the way. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, I should have thought of that. No, wait. It'll be... no, it'll be here. That's right. This is the starting point. Oh, well. Where do I want this? I want this to be my frame of reference. Hey, Sugar Muscava, welcome. Come out here, paste A. There we go. Wow, it always amazes me how big of an internal area this is. Okay, so this is probably fine. I think no, I need to, oh, maybe. I think this is actually fine. Bam, bam. Yeah, this seems to work. Which, good enough. Son of a bitch. Wrong place. It's over here. Oh, I pasted it without air. Damn it. There we go. Like, I know that overwrites some stuff. But this system works, and I want to keep it that way. So I can just tool it to where it'll be fine. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Hello, Director. Do you think House should be removing pinwheels at spawn to be Mojang compliant, or is that too much of a betrayal? It very much is too much of a betrayal. And I have been given some very... Well, let's just say I've been given a prognostication that I hope does not come true. But that if it does, it will be triply ironic because it means that this effort to remove pinwheels will be worthless. So I don't know. I don't know what'll happen. I don't know how it'll turn out. I will say this. This is the scariest time in 2B2T history that I can think of. At least in recent memory. I'm sure there are scarier moments and times yet to come, unless, of course, this is the end of the server. But, like, I don't know. I don't want to say too much right now because it's all so uncertain. But I've been given disheartening news, so that's all I'll say. 6, 7, 8, 9. I can only hope that it's wrong. 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Wait, 8? 4, 1, 4. Oh, no, that's 9. Okay, it worked. Yeah, I don't know, man. If 2B dies and we're not able to play, and I'm not able to build, I'm not able to do all this, I will just release this as a single-player world. Although, that's going to kill my motivation. I don't know, man. Because the whole point of making this type of a map is to have it on 2B2T proper. And if we can't do that... 9... It just feels... It feels like we're getting punched in the balls and we can do very little about it. I don't know. Not gonna lie, 6B6T is more anarchy. And there are other servers that have just been blacklisted by Mojang. Like, no warning, no fanfare. Comparatively, 2B2T seems to be getting better treatment. But considering, you know, how everything is, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get off so light. 3, 6, 9. Like, there are a lot of people saying, oh no, the server makes too much money, House has cut a deal with them, you know, blah, 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 this, that, the other. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Until we know anything for certain, it's not really even worth speculating on, to be honest. Constantium is the best alternative. Until it isn't. That's the thing. Like, if 2B goes because they came after us, do you think Constantium's going to be any better? Also, don't you think that every single person who can now no longer join 2B, let's assume that they make it really difficult to get around their blacklisting, and you can still play 2B2T, but you gotta, like, I don't know, finagle the join in some manner. If they do that, well then, like, how do we handle all the influx of people in Constantium? Like, there's a lot of problems waiting to be had here. I don't know, man. I just don't know. It doesn't feel right. Something feels like it's got to give, you know? Yes, Constantium. I have a base on Constantium. I love it. Yeah, until Constantium becomes, you know, comes under Mojang's, you know, fine-tooth microscope or whatever. And then suddenly, you know, you're not going to have a Constantium. I mean, Mojang's going to make sure of that. You're not going to have any alternatives. There will be no freedom of speech. No country for old men. All your base are belong to us. 2BG can be the Pirate Bay. Only time will tell. That'd be nice. That would be so fucking based if we could be the Pirate Bay of Minecraft servers. You can't kill it. We are invincible. That kind of thing. Whoa. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I just don't. If they make 2BT harder to join, then there will be less of a need for prio, and therefore server maintenance could be in jeopardy. Yeah, that's another problem. I think the more likely thing, if Mojang made 2B hard or near impossible to join, or at least they made it to where you're not legally supposed to be able to join it, but obviously people still do, they could sue whoever owns, you know, the server, which is Curtis and whoever the hell else. And if a legal thing came about as a result, a legal ding-dong, that'll scare away any and all potential investors, because from what I understand, 2BT is a company, so that's not going to be good. I don't know, man. Too many ways this can go south. 6, 7, 8, 9. God, I love that that works so well. Yeah, in retrospect, looking back on this design, how did I think this primitive design was going to cut it? Like, just doing some loading tests proved that it wasn't worth it. I guess I just didn't want to make a more complicated system, but sometimes you gotta. Uh-oh. Perfect. Solution, move to 2B2T IRL. Somalia. Yeah, that's definitely a solution. There are a bunch of people that need to do that. A bunch of illegal immigrants from Somalia who need to try and perform that one. There are a few members of the luring center that need to go. Obviously are not good. House promised to release the world if the server closes. That was years ago, dude. Do you really think we're gonna get that now? That was years ago and a few dozen terabytes prior to now. If you think we're getting the world download however which way he can distribute it, don't be stupid. Do you have a few dozen, terabytes lying about on a hard drive, or several hard drives, really? I don't even know how many hard drives you would need. Like, do you have that space just sitting around there waiting to be accepted for a 2B2T world map? I don't see that happening. It was already kind of unrealistic in 2000, whenever the fuck, when Housemaster initially made that promise. But now? Oh, please. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's just so silly. I mean, I hate to say it, but like, we're not getting a 2B2T world download. Uh-oh. Kitty awake. Damn it. She was sleeping so nicely, too. World download nowadays would be unlikely, and if it would probably sell off one of thousands. No, that wouldn't likely be it. It would likely be impossible to distribute. Because how do you get, what is it, like 70-something terabytes of data? How do you get that to anybody? Like, you'd have to mail them the hard drive, right? I don't know. It just seems so outrageous at this point. Suppose you could, maybe. And it still doesn't seem likely, but whatever. Okay, let me... Drive! Speaking of the devil, they removed the Curtis Bayless Obsidian map art from Spawn. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just in. Hold on. There we go. Don't think we distribute it, as it would be more so be auctioned off to a private individual. No, that's not likely to happen either. Housemaster did say many, many years ago that he would just release the world download. That was under the impression that the server went defunct because nobody would pay. Because remember, we didn't have Q and all that. So, different times, different circumstances. Nowadays... And also the server was way, way, way smaller. You could actually torrent, because he said he would put it out by torrent. You could actually torrent a few hundred gigabytes or a few dozen gigabytes. I forget how big the server was at that point, but it's significantly smaller than it is now. You could do that. You can't do a torrent of 70, 80, however many. I don't even know what the size of the server is at this point. It's enough to be unhostable by basically anybody who doesn't have a RAID server array or whatever. Hard drive array. You know what I mean. Release the 2D map on the Minecraft marketplace. That would be hilarious. I doubt it would be approved, but that would be hilarious. Okay, one more row, or no, two more sections, 3 technically. Hey Jack, when I'm done making my own Space Falcon 6 that I named the Singularity, want to help me build it? Nah, man, I'm busy doing stuff. I'm sorry, but like, no, I'm very busy doing my own projects. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, perfect. Yeah, it's just one of those things. So what was the Curtis Bayless Obsidian map art? Did they delete the map itself or just the Obsidian? Thou hast been smitten. Oh, I forgot Universon's on. Anyway. But yeah, what was this Curtis Bayless map art thing? I'm sure it had his real name and other fun things on there to fuck with him. Seven, 8, 9. Okay. That more or less finishes this wing. What is this farm? It is a mechanism. It's not a farm. It's a mechanism to control these beacons for my game. It is a very needed function. So when the game starts, the signal propagates down this line, splits in both directions, comes down here, and then tells all of these beacons to shut. And then as needed, I can power these individually, like that, and enable or disable beacon power as I wish. You know what? Fuck it. I could put a button there, but I won't. Oh, wait, no. It would have to be here, wouldn't it? Nah, that's fine. So, yeah, it's a mechanism to control the beacons more effectively. The thing I initially had in its place was, like, it would just one-tick everything like this, and it would shut like that, but if the chunks were not fully loaded, or half-loaded, like, this last piston back here wouldn't get the impulse to control, which would mean that it would become like cattywampus compared to all the other pistons nearby. Which is bad because that means I can't control things like I want. 3, 6, 9. There we go. It's very important for a game like this to have as many options of control and as much redundancy and protection as possible. Because otherwise, things will get inadvertently flipped into a position they shouldn't be, and they'll get out of sync with everything else in the system. And then that'll break the system, making it kind of silly. I hate that, but that is sadly true. You do have to be very careful. I think Hightail has the potential to host a 2B equivalent. I'm pretty sure the Hightail 2B2T server we were playing on a few days ago, before we unceremoniously killed it. I'm pretty sure that server was like as good as it. You know, it was as good as it was going to get. But I also don't think they would want a Hightail server yet. That is the 2B2T people. I don't know if they have any real plans of like, I don't know. I don't know what that Hightail server was. Like, I have no idea. It's still down to my knowledge. So, it is what it is. Hello, you're an alien cat, okay. Do the roar. What roar? They have the URLs. All of them are on property. On property? What? You mean every IP is like the right IP, I guess? I mean, yeah, you're right. It is technically the correct IP. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was the people involved. Lol Shrek 4? Hmm? What does Shrek 4 have to do with anything? Oh well, whatever. Okay, so 7, 8, 9. Do the roar. Oh, that's what that... Okay. I've not seen Shrek 4. So, that would be why I did not understand that reference. There we go. They buy all the correct domains. Yeah. That's why I assumed that was actually legitimately 2B2T. Just that whoever's in charge of it doesn't care. So I don't know. It's a headache. 7, 8, 9. There we go. Perfect. And open Sesame. Done. Like house, so is the one. Okay. I'm half tempted to just go and look and see. Actually, I'm half tempted to email whoever's in charge, you know, service at 2btt.gmail.whatever, and just see what their opinion is on the Hightail thing. If that was legitimately them or what. Okay. So this should work. Fool, that would never work. I mean, technically, I don't need the pulse extender, do I? I guess not. Well, no, the pulse extenders are valuable. It prevents spamming. It prevents any sort of, any inadvertent, extending or multi-pulsing or, whoops. It prevents fuckery from occurring. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, so, and then I gotta put a reset on this. I don't know what, let's make this dark oak planks. Just to kind of signal that this is a different system altogether. Okay, so you fall down here. You fall safely. The orientation course begins. You walk past this. You start looking. You start reading. You start doing this. Okay. And in that moment, did this function? No, it didn't. Oh, that's not good. You can get past this without it hearing you. Maybe it shouldn't matter. Maybe it doesn't need the power at all, honestly. Like, maybe it should just be listening for anything. There we go. That triggered it. Yeah. That may need to be more consistent somehow. Okay, so that should travel down all of this. And... Huh? That should have turned all these off. What happened? Okay, that's on. That's... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, it may have worked. Which means that this should work independent of chunk loading. So no matter what direction I go in, obviously all these are going to be... Yeah, we're also going to have a bot in the middle loading everything. So I should go up the center. So the signal should be propagated now. This is the only exception. No? Okay, that should close. This is the one. All the spawn was world edited? Damn. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes, it's all world edited. Jesus Christ. What is that spawn now, then? When did this happen, Worm? What a time to be alive, I guess, yeah. Yeah, there may not be any reason to build this on 2B2T. Server was down for 4 hours, came up 30 minutes ago. Okay. Well, I don't have prio anymore, so I'm not gonna try looking or anything. Oh. Are we getting that same problem? I bet I am. Okay, that should be shut. So these should all be shut. Might get my prio refunded because this is insane. Yeah, if they're gonna keep, like, world editing things, I don't know, man. I don't know that I care to make this game on 2B2T. Nope, this is half activated. Think I may just have to cycle it to make sure everything is on the same wavelength. All of these are all out of tune with one another. I've been so addicted to Hightail, I'm still not used to moving and doing stuff in Minecraft. All the spawn? Yeah, how far? What are they world editing? They are getting rid of you-know-whats and... well, all the bad stuff. Ooh, okay. That's worked out. Okay, so it's nice to see that some of these have worked. Oh. When did Universon even leave? I didn't see that. Oh. Okay. These all shut? They should be. Yeah, not like this, I know. Not like this. Wait, what? Yeah. They've begun world editing things to keep house or to keep 2B2T going, I guess. I feel like we'll either be struck down anyway for quote non-compliance, or we will so compromise our spirit that there will basically be no 2B2T afterward. And that our options will be non-existent. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think. I'm just trying to make sure these fucking beacons are all in the right order. It's dead, so the house has decided to die on their knees. I guess so. I mean, I kind of figured they would. I'm not gonna lie. I saw this coming. Like, it made sense to me that they would try to cobble, excuse me, some sort of like attempt at appeasement together. And I knew it wouldn't fly. Oh well. I love how you put it, Stone. You're right, they decided to die on their knees. Yeah, it does feel bad, though. Like, man, it feels so fucking bad. So that pulls that back up for the next one. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Why did that work the way that it did? I'm confused. Oh, this bullshit. Okay. Okay. Now I see. Gotta make them face another direction. Hopefully this doesn't. Oh, because it'll detect that anyway. Shit, that's why. Oh, I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have gotten rid of the lectern. There we go. Wait, is this even the right? Yeah, that's the correct. Okay. That means this should be good enough then? Does that stay? Yes, that does stay. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that powers this, which flips this. Pow. Huh? Huh? Powers that down the line. Oh, what am I doing? This could easily be like that. Yeah. So flip that in there. That sends the pulse down. That goes up this way. Wait a minute. Why is this not flipping? It is getting power. Okay. Right, it's getting 1 tick. That's right. Duh. Yeah, then that flips this up. All right, good enough. And then when I walk by, why did this not work? Oh well. You build your own redstone things, of course. Who doesn't? I am not a heathen. I make my own. Wait a minute. This didn't travel down the line. Or at least not in the way that I'd hoped it would. Bam. I may need to retool this part. I don't know. Son of a bitch. There we go. Okay. So everything should be closed. Now then, hey Top Hat. Are you going to migrate to 6B or Constantium or similar if Microsoft ends up not being able to handle everything, not being a kindergarten? I genuinely don't know, man. I don't know what to expect at this point. Oh. Wait, did these did not close beyond this. Okay. I kind of wouldn't mind having a central account in the middle acting as like a loader to just see how chunk loading will work. Second predicting shit universe always says fuck you and does the opposite of what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's how the world works, it seems. Okay. I want to have a sort of blank slate or a start over so that I can easily hit the entire system. And then I want to methodically fly through it. See if that fixed it. Oh, no, that got it. Remember when we told Microsoft was just going to turn Java into Bedrock and they called us retarded? Yeah. Yeah, I remember when we were told we were crazy and that this event that we explicitly said would happen would not happen. Nah, you're crazy. Yeah, the 1.19 account migration disaster really was kind of a portent of our doom, wasn't it? You can't put bad words on signs? Are you serious? Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, the 2B I know and love is dead now. If that's the case, oh my god, we're fucked. Unless you mean Bedrock. You can't put bad words on signs in Bedrock. But I've known that for years. Unless you mean that has happened on 2B2T. Any new science stuff? There's a theory that dark matter is just regular matter. And that basically we were kind of looking in the wrong place. Lost my old Minecraft account from the first day Minecraft came out in that migration. God, that's so sad, Nikki. I'm sorry. Nikafi. Redstone science. Yeah, we're doing redstone science, that's for sure. Just making sure all of this works. And it seems to have a chunk loading problem. A range, rather. Okay, this is open. That's open. Completely open. Okay, let's fly down the whole thing and see if that does it. At least Hightail came out at the right time. Yeah, it did. Aha, okay. That explains it. The signal could not reach beyond this point because these back two are lagging behind. Interesting. Really wish I had the redstone savvy to understand what I'm making. Looks to be just like schizophrenia. Well, all it does is it shuts off all of these beacons, and then I can individually control what beacons get what power, or what beacons will give what power, right? So I want to give regen 2, or maybe regen 1. And so I can choose to systematically enable and disable things as I want to make my game function. People always find a way around censorship. Yeah, but too many eyes on 2B for a gross corporation like Microsoft to ignore it. Sad, but true. They'll delete everything until a new YouTuber joins and his X-ray and lights up bad words everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, big on-off switch. That's the basic idea. The basic premise. Okay, I'm just gonna go... Yeah, this should open everything up. Everything should be opened. Okay. RIP 2B2T, I know, right? Actually, I'm going to fly down the central spine of it and see if that helps to make it more consistent. Deletes the whole sign, too. I hope we don't lose signs to this. Oh, we will. Oh, we absolutely will lose old signs. I mean, House may as well turn on sign editing if this is going to happen. Son of a bitch. Yeah, some of these segments are not opening because of chunk loading. Huh? This should open. Just tested it. You can't make signs with bad words now? Really? On 2B2T. What? You can't use bad words on a sign on 2B2T now. Save the map file, open another server. Yeah, but I mean, the hosting, the costs, none of that is recoverable. I know. I'll stream it if you want proof. No, I believe you. I believe you. I'm just... For clarification's sake, I want to know for sure this is the state of affairs. Even shit? Wow, you can't say the word shit? You can't even say frick on a sign? What? No way. What? Oh my god, I'm so glad I canceled my Prio my subscription. I had that 3-month subscription where I was getting 10% off. And I was like, yeah, this is a great deal. And it was set to renew on the 17th. And I went in after I heard about all this bullshit, and I'm like, no, I think I'm just not gonna let it renew. I'm just gonna stop it right there. Holy fuck, I'm so glad. This is maddening. Yeah, I agree. This is insane. Thanks for prio banning me, Curtis. Yeah, I know. Jeez. I mean, actually, yeah, you're unironically, Neo, you are correct. You getting prio banned saved you. Prevented you from having to worry about this. You are in such a good position right now. You're free. Damn. Now I don't know what to think. Fuck, man. That kind of makes me mad. Okay, let's see what Universon's up to. Oh. Okay. I gotta teleport Universon up here. This may just be the last thing I do on this. Okay. Now that he is loading the center part, all the beacons should be on. All right, so you fall down here. This should trigger it. Okay, that tripped it. I heard it. Okay. Whoa. Huh? Why did this... Yeah, that functions. That turns that off. I don't get why it's not behaving. Okay, so that did close. Do you think if we all stop buying Prio, we could change anything? I think we will succeed in killing 2B2T. I don't think anything will change because it's Mojang / Microsoft. Like, they're the ones breathing down House's throat. He wouldn't be doing this otherwise. Which tells me that it is unsalvageable without Minecraft being bought back by Marcus Persson, right? Oh god damn it! Why did this not turn? If we can get Notch to purchase Minecraft again, that might be the solution for everything. That's the proper thing to do. It's what 2BTT deserves. Yeah. I would say you shouldn't be buying priority at this point. Because, like, holy fuck, this is a nightmare. A player base fighting a useless fight and the server gets griefed. In a way. Ooh. Why are some of these fucked up? Okay, so these are not chunk load proof, is basically the test I'm getting. This shit is just not. It's just not gonna work. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need to. I'm gonna need to adopt what Tango Tech did and just run redstone lines everywhere. Yeah. Okay. You're good. Thanks. All right. Well, thank you for helping, Universal. Whoops. Why did he kill himself? Yeah, shit. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to just make it a whole thing. Because this is not chunk load proof. Redstone's always had a chunk loading problem. I mean, I could put ender pearls everywhere, but I feel like that's just pointless. You can't do that on 2B2T anyway, so. Man, I don't know anymore. Should we even be bothering? Fuck, that feels so bad. Ugh, what a pain, I tell you. It's just one thing after another, isn't it? Oh no. Oh no. Undo. Oh, I fucked that up. I don't know what I did. Oh, I made the second selection. Oh my god, it's not undoing. Well, TPS? No, it's doing stuff. MSPT, what? What is the TPS? Yeah, it's still processing. Okay. Fuck me, I just fucked the server terribly. Undo the undo. This is when Earl sniped that graboid. I guess. I just fucked up terribly, I won't lie. But it let me switch to, Yeah, look at how long this hole became. That was an accident. Son of a bitch, that was an accident. I did not intend to do that. I don't know. Just hope Hytale does well and gives them competition. Same. Yeah, none of the wand effects are working, so I don't know. Help? Help works. I feel like half the server is responding and half of it isn't. I don't know. I think I just borked it. Oh well, I'll have to come back to it another day. Alright, well, good thing I have a world download. I take the downloads frequently to back up progress that has been made. So I can back up to before I did this mess, which is probably best being like this. Oh, I didn't, There we go. Yeah, this version is a little more quick and easy to respond. Okay, replace black stone slabs with air. Oh, game. Do mob spawning should be false. I'll just turn that off. We will cycle through the difficulties. Nope. Hard done. There we go. Blackstone slab. Perfect. You working on the game? Yes, I am. I think I fucked up the server. I'm not really sure. Okay. And well, if so, that was my fault. Why am I so fast? Oh, fast async world edit. Or Axiom or something. There we go. I can double click and get stuff. They would probably blacklist the server. Yeah, that seems to be their go-to method. Okay, there we go. No, it did have to be 250. No, it has to be 300. Right, because this is the long half. There we go. Server doesn't seem to be lagging. Okay. It wasn't doing world edit commands, though. That was the problem. I don't know. It was a little messed up. Fuck, man, I really hate what's going on in the world. I do too. At this point, I don't know what to do. I just don't. At this point, I'm just flabbergasted. What I could do... Would I miss to be having problems, or is Minecraft on some shit I don't keep up? Well, you can no longer type bad words in 2B2T's, you know, signs in chat. So, yeah, there's that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to expect anymore. Go Linux? Yeah, I guess. Hate how every circle that used to be chill and has free speech is getting treaded on over and over. Yep. As if the forces running society all collaborate to do this. They do. They absolutely do. Absolutely nobody involved is blameless. Other than the people who are being victimized, of course. The weak will do what they... Or the strong will do what they want, and the weak will suffer what they must. Such is life in the zone. Okay, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so this is not updated. But this did activate. Gonna have to figure this out. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Bam. Yeah, that'll work. Or I think. Well, yeah, it has to be that way because then it can't flow down. Okay, so when this triggers, this pushes down. That pushes down. So this should turn all that on. So that will turn that on, which will negate all these. No, this doesn't seem right. Three, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so that's enough to make it down to all these. Okay, so... Okay, what the fuck do I... Maybe I shouldn't use sticky pistons and redstone like this. Maybe I should do... Yeah, I know how to do this. I will use a copper bulb. Oh my god, I'm too fast. I hate this. I don't have Axiom installed, but like my movement speed is just permanently bumped up like this. There we go. So... Okay, much better. So this hits this. So from like right here. I think I can do... No, stack 33. Stack 35. Stack 36. There we are. Okay. So that pops that in place, shuts off that. This lengthens the pulse so no spamming, and then that sends a singular tick pulse down. Like so. There we go. Okay, and so that just flips the state of this on and off, so that'll permanently turn it on, which will permanently turn all these on. Or, well, actually, let's do it like right here. Because of the woman that's gonna be over vanilla or is a house bitch, I guess. Literally what makes 2BG is no rules, yeah. No, I get that. I understand. Okay. Yeah, I agree. The offended woman has become the bane of all fun, it seems. I don't know how that's gonna, like, pan out for the human race, but I suspect we're going to... Oh shit, that went outside the thing, didn't it? Damn it. I suspect we're going to have a nasty uprising of some kind. I don't know exactly what, when, or how, but it's not going to be pretty. There are a lot of people involved that seem to think making life worse for everybody is a smart idea. And they don't understand that that's how you get bloody revolutions. Because I don't know if you noticed this, there are a lot of people who kind of sort of want a dictator to emerge. And, well, that's not going to end happily. I don't know. It's all fucked. We're still talking about Minecraft, kind of, but it's a microcosm of bigger problems. So it reminds me of being told you have to get let your little sister play with you as a kid. Yeah. And then she demanded that you play. Yeah, she demanded you change everything to accommodate her. Right. Yes, exactly. I recall this sort of event happening even in my own life with my younger brother. Now, thankfully, he looked up to me and he was like, yeah, whatever you want to do. But Huh? It's only 1,280. How are you not... Interesting. We can move the server to Singapore. I don't know that that would matter, man. That's a neat idea, don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure Mojang controls the majority of there we go. Mojang controls the majority of how servers function. So, great idea, but oh, fuck. I need a dust. There we go. Everything I love seems to continually become more and more enshittificated with every year that passes. And don't think I haven't noticed. But then so is everybody else. I don't know. I'm in favor of the strongman dictator emergence arc. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be. Weimar problems require Weimar solutions. Yeah, that's a growing sentiment. I don't know that you'll be saying that in 30 years' time, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Like, all I know is history repeats itself. So, here we are, I suppose. What country are you from, Hyde? Oh, yeah. He's US, like the rest of us. Damn it. He's in the same boat as we would be. Okay, I've got to design a whole brand new Dreadstone propagation system. Now wait a minute. For the term autocrat, yeah. Hightail needs to flourish without rules, and then I don't know. Yeah. Hello, Himes. When moving to Russia is starting to look appealing, you know the situation is foobar? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so what I could do is have the central controller here. Yeah. Okay, so if I do 4 lines, oh, I don't have the stuff labeled, do I? Shit. Okay, speed 2. Haste 2. We may move that down to the other end. What is this? Regen 2. We'll make this haste. Make this regen. Whoa. Then this should be jump boost. And then this should be resistance. Yeah. Okay, so that at least functioned. And then these are the useless ones, strength and haste. Whoop. You wondered what Denmark is like? I don't know. What Greenland is like? No, it's not worth it, trust me. It's a frozen hellhole. Or no, sorry, this is haste. Why do I keep doing that? I always type the H before the T for some reason. It's like my brain is fucked up in some way. Okay. So, what I could do is have several separate lines. Yeah, I think that'll be the way to go about it. Ah, fuck. Stack without air. Don't break stuff, you dumb piece of shit game. Okay. Hello, Grindlord. Why does that break? There we go. Okay, that's a lot of fucking dust, but it's chunk load proof, so it works. Okay. So now maybe she misspelled. My grandma just went to Iceland. She said it was super cool. Oh, neat. Lots of puffins. Interesting. Bringing home the beacon. Okay, cool. Beacon off switch. I'm trying to make it chunk load proof, and the previous system I was using was not chunk load proof. That was the problem. On off enhancement choice switch. Something like that. This also puts the effects that I want where I want them. Oh, but yeah. You got a triple YouTube and Google ad? Ooh. Or triple YouTube ad, Google's got to chill out. Yep. I'm so sorry you got added. It's okay. Okay, so this'll flick the stuff on. Oh wait, this, I could use this instead. 'Cause yeah, I'm just so fucking fast all of a sudden. I don't know if it's like... It's not the effects. Effect, clear, jack. Yeah, I'm still super fast. Like, is it a hack? Name tag wheel, no jump delay, entity owner. No, it isn't. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand. I think it's an Axiom thing because Axiom was on the testing server. And so this download ended up getting it somehow. Whatever. There we kind of go. Okay, so this is the center line, roughly. Okay. Should probably label what's what. Oh, no, that's 4. Gonna need to actually make 6, aren't I? Because, you know, one for every type. Yeah, no avoiding it. Okay, cool. And then over here will be the 2 most worthless lines that just turn off and are never controlled because they don't need to exist. Okay. This long thing of redstone will be how we decide what to activate and what not. So if you have a card effect, you can just come down to these controllers and that will basically set it as you would want. And I'll do the same for this other side here. Okay, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This still doesn't feel like it's 15. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it was. Okay. I guess it's because how fast I'm moving. I can't. It doesn't feel right to me. I hate how World Edit still hasn't gotten its shit together to stop Redstone from needlessly popping off where it's supposed to be stuck. Like, that's so strange. Why does it not know how to do that? Whatever. Uh-oh. Ah, damn it. You're not gonna see past that point. Who cares? Ooh. Perfect. Okay. So I should label all of these. I don't want duplicates. Speed 2. This will be jump boost 2. Generation 2. Resistance. Viva la resistance 2. Ads keep the internet free, but goddamn, they're disruptive. I know. Haste 2 and Strength 2. There we go. Hey, Bark Bark. Kind of getting used to moving. I don't know. It's still annoying how fast I am. I don't know how to undo this. Maybe I should go... Well, no, I do need to go through the dead center, though. Because, like, that makes it pointless to not go through the dead center. But then how do I go down the middle? I mean, I guess I could, like, copy-paste this over here and then just have a central line that scoots along. Might have to do that. And then no matter how far away I go, it should theoretically be load-proof. Because the problem, again, that I've continually been having is this is not load-proof. Loading chunks fucks this up. Did I get all the ones over here? I did. Oh well. Okay, so this is the speed 2 line. So that's got to go all the way over here. It's probably got the easiest time of it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Resistance 2. I don't know where that is. Jump boost. Strength, haste. Jump boost right here. Actually, since we're not doing this, we don't need a second controller here. Yeah. I could just have this hit both of them. Haste 2. Instead of haste 2, it is everything else. Everything else. Yeah, this will be everything else. Okay. No sense in doing 2 beacon controllers for a thing that I have no plan to make use of. Oh, wait. Shit. Set that to air. There we go. Gotta head to bed. Okay, take care, Stone Cold Killer. Thanks for coming out, man. Am I building a 2BTT lag machine? I hope not. But then I may not be building this on 2B2T at all. Because... yeah. Life is cruel that way. I don't know, man. I'm gonna put that there like so. Wouldn't it be neat if I could put a hanging sign underneath here that would still power the bottom? If they could coexist on the same block? That sure would be cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna figure out how to do one, and then I'm gonna just, like, fix it from there. Jump boost 2. Okay, that's the second one. We're not going to use haste, so I don't got to worry about overlapping that. Okay. Yeah, the beacons are an exception because they have to be load proof. Speed 2. Okay. Regen 2. Ooh, that's going to be difficult. Regen 2. We just stick this in here, I guess. Three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that works. That'll hook that up. Resistance. It's this final one here. Resistance is right there. And then I got to figure out how to hook the two of these up to this back line. The reject line. If I do this, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, just barely. It just barely reaches. And then this back line. Just go straight into these two. Target block, target block. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that should do it. Okay. That's annoying, but this is kind of how it has to be load proof, otherwise it isn't. And if it's not load proof, we're gonna have we're in for a world of hurt, basically. Last thing I want is for the things to not function as they should. No, it's got to be a block higher. Paste. Paste without air. Okay. We'll have to test the line, but I think it'll work. This will be load proof. Now then. Damn, bedtime strikes again. Sorry to hear that, TJ. Checking and catch you on the next one. Okay. Take care. Wait, these don't go anywhere. Okay. Good job. Everything else seems to look good. Ah, fuck. Why did that not? Because I don't have... There we go. So these should all be on. Huh? Hmm? I don't understand. How are these power level 1 and then 0? Is this 15 blocks already? Did I stack these wrong somehow? I guess. Okay, whatever. It reached, so it did what it should. Ow. Okay, and so then if you want to alter a power, you just have to hit, although, now that I'm looking at it, this is the main line that hits all of them and turns them all off. I suppose you could come up under this and, like, flash a dot of redstone. Or not a dot of redstone, but, like, you could flash a, like an observer up under one of these. God damn it, stop being so fast. We don't care to do that for the last one because that's garbage we don't need. Although this would be the card control line, so this wouldn't be... Yeah, this would be replaced with acacia planks. Yeah. This would be the card control line, which I'm going to make acacia again. Yeah. We'll worry about this edge later. Okay. Oh, wait. Nope. Oh my god. What is it? Why have I suddenly, like, forgotten how to make a redstone line go 15 blocks? That's so weird. Okay. Everything seems to work. Where's the kill items command? There we go. Good. Paste. Paste without air. Uh-oh. Repeaters going the wrong way. Okay. It's probably me. My fault for not, like, being careful with how I pasted all those beacon controllers in. It's fine. Who gives a shit? It's all redstone. It'll all function. Oh. The fuck? When did that get messed up? Oh god, where's resistance? Yeah, fuck it. Break that. Break that. I must have broken that without realizing. There we go. That enables or disables that. Paste in. Paste without air. Shit. Ah. Too fast. I don't know what Axiom did to my game, but it made it insufferable. What am I making? I'm trying to make a system that will shut off the beacons and be chunk load proof. My Life on 2BTT by Jacktherippa, a New York Times bestseller. That would be cool. New York Times bestseller. That would be something. But no, that ain't happening. Push those ideas out of your head. Okay. Final controller. Oh my god. I don't want spare items. I don't like excess items. Get out of my hands. There we go. Okay. Kill all items. Okay. Speed 2 regen. Speed 2 regen. Okay, I think after all this time I got it done. Well, I got one cell done. One line, actually, is probably a better way to put it. Yeah, I'm going to have to connect everything up this way. I can't reach. There we go. 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9. Okay, and so that'll go off to every single one of these cells and tell them all to change. So I can beam an impulse into these, which will say, okay, I want to give everybody regen 2. And so now only that one opens, and this is all load proof. So no matter where the player is or what chunks are loaded, we always get regen 2. That should theoretically work. Now, I hate using so much redstone dust. It really shouldn't cause lag, or at least not like a noticeable amount. I don't know. Should be fine. So yeah, we can mess with things as we like. That was why I decided to implement this system. I knew it would be a little bit better for just monitoring and nitpicking which kind of regeneration I want, or which kind of beacon effect I want the player to have and win. Okay. Let's copy all of this. There's nothing over that way that's higher. Well, at least the speed is useful for zooming around. Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck. Whatever. It'll get pasted. Paste and then paste without error. And hopefully this aligns this. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. So that I could send signals down it like so. So these should all be shut. Whoo, baby, I was so smart to have put in a space up in this bottom area for redstone. We're gonna fucking need it. Same for above. A lot of redstone's gonna need to be put above. Okay. GPD admin has world edited out parts of spawn and is tracking people's actions with Core Protect, a server-side plugin. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think 2B will be blacklisted? I have it on dubious authority, I guess. But I've heard something that is disheartening regarding it being blacklisted. All I will say is, we don't have very long. Make your time. My opinion is ultimately irrelevant because shit's on fire, yo. Like, my opinion about the fire is irrelevant. We're gonna lose everything. So, like, It cannot currently be helped unless a miracle happens. And I don't foresee a miracle happening. We need a literal miracle at this point. I will say it's obvious that they will kneel and they will die on their knees instead of like making it better. They'll make it worse, and then they'll still get canceled and shit canned anyway. I'm just gonna say it. Somebody told me they have a friend in Mojang, and that they are planning on putting a cease and desist on Housemaster. So they're within the next 6 months they're gonna get served a C&D. So I think this is all a waste of time. The world editing of Spawn, the Core Protect, the much ado about nothing about swastikas and NSFW things and other bad stuff. Like, it's all ogre, guys. It's all ogre. I'm sorry. We had a good run. We're just kind of gonna be told to go fuck ourselves by Mojang within the next 6 months. I don't know. I don't know how effective that is. I don't know how permanent this is. I don't know if the guy who told me this has, you know, quite the imagination and is just joshing us, or if this is legitimate. I know no more than anybody else does. I'm treating this like it's a guess. But I can't really be sure, man. That's actually fucked. Yes, exactly. That's why I say it's all ogre. Alright, let's just set pale oak planks. Like, we are actually just going to be told, yeah, that's not good enough, sorry, go fuck yourself. Three, 6, 9. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. It's not good. It ain't looking good, guys. It just is not looking terribly pleasant right now. I'm 6. Okay, that's not something important. 3. Whoops. Oh, wait. No, I can't do that. Wait a minute. There we go. There we are. Oh yeah, let's kill items. 3,476. Jeez. It's been found that Curtis, the Discord account, and the Camping Rusher were found in the Tebex partner server. Yep. They joined in 2023. Do you think the Camping Rusher is getting paid? I think that was because they were found in 2023. That tells me, because that's the same year we updated, that tells me they fully acquired 2B at about that point. So, yay. They were eager to update it, but I don't know. It tells me that they paid money, obviously, to own it. And they wanted to update it, and that's not a bad idea. I don't blame them for wanting to update it. And so here we are. I don't know. They're being told by Microcock they can't have a bad, nasty, no good, adult-ish server. And they're bending the knee because they've poured more money into this than I think anybody is really aware of. And now it's like, haha, it's all over, get fucked. Because Microcock does not care. Why would they? Hell yes, the loading system works. Okay. So hopefully this kills all desyncing issues we were having. Because holy shit were we having desyncing issues with the beacons. So the beacon system's fixed. Way more complicated than I was hoping I needed to make it, but I just had to bite the bullet and make it complicated. I didn't see any other way to get it lag-proof and chunk load proof, because that was a problem. Okay, wow, what a mess. I will. Is this the center? Not quite. This is like the center. Oh, is this the center? Yeah, this is the center. So like right in here somewhere, because this is where the bot is going to be standing, provided we get to build this on 2B2T at all. I'll make the card processing area somewhere in here. All legitimate information, sir. The Incursion Discord has been digging deep and has found somehow back, and maybe you should look into it. Okay. Back after a while. Welcome, Sumi. We are making a game on 2B, possibly, depending on how shit goes sideways or not. I won't lie, this is a little demoralizing. What do you reckon would happen when 2B gets blacklisted? I don't know, man. I'm waiting with bated breath. I still think it's 50-50 to the server being soft-censored and Mojang going back. It's not good publicity to go closing businesses that aren't yours. They don't care. Microcock owns your soul. They don't care. They can get all the bad publicity they want. That's not going to make a difference to their machinations. World domination does not wait. World domination does not ask politely. World domination doesn't wait until you're ready. World domination will be the thing everybody has to worry about. Microsoft is not Mojang. Microsoft is Mojang. That's where you're wrong. Microsoft is in fact Mojang. They are absolutely one and the same now. I'm sure they will continue to try to make it seem like they're not. I'm sure it will be easy to pass it off as it's this or that or the other, but we all know who's really calling the shots. We all know what's really happening. Nobody is ignorant, not really. They want to make believe we're ignorant, but nah, it doesn't work that way. What I never get is stuff like this literally has no effect on the game in any way because nobody joins 2B without knowing a bunch of it. Yeah, a bunch of what it is, what it purports to be, right. Nobody is ignorant about 2B2T, or at least they shouldn't be. I don't know. Oh, hello, Acers. Welcome. Would you rather 2B be blacklisted for everybody except me, or 2B be blacklisted for you and everybody else can connect just fine? Well, both of those sound fucking terrible, so I would rather that none of that happen at all, Acers. Microsoft does not care about something as small as this. Yeah. It's all Mojang? I mean, I'm sure it's a little of both. Oh well. Okay. Well, getting all of this sorted was nice. I'm glad that this functions. Fuck. Oh, Cardinals. Okay, this is just showing me the loaded area around 00 and then the diagonal cardinal highways and all that. Not important. Okay, so what I should do is make a schematic of this lower area and then go paste it in on the testing server, and I'll do that tomorrow. I'm bushed. I'm sick of all this bullshit they're putting us through. Oh, I can't even enjoy my music, I tell you. Oh, that looks so cool. Well, I can't wait to see what Universal does here. Glendale 1996 grand opening sale. That is so good. Uh-oh. White maps. What's this say? Fuck your computer, lol. I like that. I wouldn't call it fuck your computer, but you know, it's a it's the thought that counts. That's really good. Thank you for doing stuff like that, Universal. Okay, yeah. Apart from that, I'm gonna go on here. Everything seems to be in order. This was all very annoying to put together and get consistently to work too, but... Okay. Well, other than that, guys, I will catch you all tomorrow. Or, well, Thursday. Excuse me. Finally, more blocks. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Good evening and good night. That's it. I forget how Truman said all that, but hey, whatever. Y'all have a good night. I will catch you all for more building Thursday for probably this. Probably not Hightail. Just because I feel like I've done everything I can do in Hightail except maybe, well, no, maybe we'll do creative mode. Maybe I should do creative mode on Thursday. Well, yeah, I did say I would alternate, so we'll probably do creative mode. Because I like building in creative mode, obviously. Okay. At any rate, y'all have a great night. I will catch you Thursday. Goodbye. Don't let the Mojang